Thanks for joining us. We will start with Annie from the Sun-Times.
Hey, James.
Hey.
What do you attribute the slow first half start to?
I just think it was just us just trying to get a rhythm under us and just trying to get up for the game. And they were, they were playing at a rhythm that, it's a competitive game. So you just can't, just think that they're going to roll out the ball and just make it easy for us. So it was a pretty competitive game. And I think that I don't think the record indicates who they really are. So it just took us a while to get our footing.
Yeah, they had 6 available players tonight. Were you surprised by how close it was?
No, I think when you come into a game like this, like it's they're playing with no pressure. Everything's carefree. Last game of the season, and so they're taking risks that that it's no repercussions from. So I mean, they were playing really free, and I think we just had to settle in a little bit.
Mitchell finished with sorry,
wow.
I don't have the stats in front of me, but
wow.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay. You want me to tell you what Mitchell finished with? I like that. I'm glad I'm not the only one cursing on here. Hey,
I'm sorry.
So Mitchell, she finished 12 for 17, 4 for 7 from the 3. She finished with 32 points.
Right. So obviously that was the mission coming into tonight was to shut her down and prepare you guys for
the
Dallas guards you're going to see. So what needs to change?
I think we have to do a better job of keeping. We should have did a better job of keeping her off her right hand. But what they do say is that like she turned the ball over 5 times. I thought we did a good job of making her turn it over. We did a good job of attacking her. Putting her in foul trouble. So she's a great player. She's a great scorer. She played 38 minutes. A lot of offense going through her. We didn't put her to the line a ton, but I thought we should have got to her threes a little bit more. But if we can clean up a few things, and she has 17 shots and has 20 points, I think we do a better job. But the 5 turnovers and 4 personal fouls, I thought we did a good job of that.
Obviously, we've all talked quite a bit about energy and just in different huddles on the court at times, it just feels like there was a bit of a disconnection between players at point. So what, as the coach, how do you see that? Is that accurate? Do you see that as an issue or no?
No, I think when you have communication, you're going to have people talking. So I encourage them to communicate. I think if you have a team that doesn't talk, you probably doesn't have a good team. So I think the communication or the disconnect, I don't know if I want to define it as that, but I just thought people were helping each other out more. So I have to look at the game a little bit more, but I didn't see what you saw right there.
Okay. And then as far as the energy goes, what do you feel like that energy issue that's been persisting is rooted in? What's the reason for some of this lack of energy?
I don't think we have a lack of energy. I thought we scored 98 points, and I thought it was good. So we're just going to look forward to the next game.
Okay. Thanks, James.
Yeah.
Michelle Vopel.
Yeah, Coach Wade, can you kind of give us, I know you haven't had a lot of time to think of this, but you knew you'd be playing Dallas. So can you talk a little bit about what you think are the main keys? Obviously, Agumba Wale, Isabel Harrison is back for them. But what are the main keys for you guys, especially trying to slow them down defensively?
I mean, transition is going to be a big key and actually giving them one shot on goal and not allowing them to get second and third opportunities. Also, us not turning the ball over and being able to guard one-on-one, that's going to be a key too. Arike, she can go off sometimes. I think she actually had a great game tonight where she was really efficient and was big for them. So we just want to make sure that we stay solid in our schemes and we box out and we don't turn over the ball.
And I know Diamond's had her ups and downs, but tonight I think she tied her career high.
Right.
How good is that to see from her going into the playoffs?
It's really good. It's really good to see her, especially in the limited time that she only played 23 minutes. The fact that she was so efficient and she started off getting everybody involved. So it was a complete game for her all around. So this is the talent that she has. So hopefully she can build on it. But we're confident that she can.
Thank you.
Cheryl raced out, WBZ.
Hi, James.
Hey, Cheryl.
Now that the regular season's over, just
Mhm.
2 days before you meet Dallas, what's the most important thing you want to get to the players to get? What's your message? What do you want them to receive from you?
We have to have a sense of urgency. Now we have to play like it's no tomorrow, and you have to treat it like it's your last game, every game, and that's how every game is going to be until we get into a series where you can adjust and adapt to different things. But right now, the sense of urgency has to be at an all-time high, and we have to be confident in each other and know that we're only as good as the group is.
What's your take on a single game elimination? What do you think about that as far as being your first, step in this process?
I mean, this is the cards that we've been dealt, and we put ourselves in this situation, and we just have to deal with it. I don't think any coach in the league is a fan of a single elimination game. Even in the NBA when they play in the play-in tournaments, it's not single elimination. So I don't think we merit single elimination games. And I think the WNBA needs to be appreciated a little bit more. But just to get us through the playoffs, I don't think it's a good look. But I don't run anything.
I get it. Thank you very much. I feel the same way.
Yeah, I know you love basketball, though. You love women's basketball, and yeah.
Thank you.
Knowles Wilkes.
I agree with you, Coach Wade. Single elimination games are not fair.
Yeah.
Tonight, you guys played against the Fever. I just want to ask you, you spoke about energy in the team playing like every game is their last. Sometimes teams can use a game against a team who's not going into the playoffs to get themselves back on track, to get, as you would say, they swagger. Do you feel like Chicago did that tonight, got themselves back on track?
I think so. Like the thing that I'm going to look at is probably more the team, team stats and, transition points and offensive second chance points and stuff like that. Us having 19 second chance points, I thought was big. Things not going to be talked about in 20 minutes. Allie getting 8 rebounds, her career high. So that takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And, just the bench playing the way they played, I thought it was great. I thought it was great for us. I mean, Dana Evans finishing with the highest plus minus, and she's probably not going to get the looks like she's not going to probably get the looks that some other rookies that play more, that don't play behind Sloot, are going to get for Rookie of the Year. But she's a good one. She's a really good one. And if you look at her, like her player eval in the minutes that she plays, she's just as effective or even more effective than any rookie in the league. And we just appreciate her having her, the energy that she brought tonight and that she's continued to bring in practices and games was great for us. And you can see it in her play tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Michelle, did you have another question?
I'm sorry, I'm good. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, great. We'll have Astou next.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, James.
All right.
Hey, Diamond. Start
Hi.
with Cheryl Ray Stout, WBC.
Hi, Diamond. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You had another great night with your points. Do you feel like you're trending in the right direction for yourself going into the postseason?
I do. I feel like I needed a game like that just to, it was funny because like before the game, it was, just approaching a game like this where you've already clinched playoffs and, you're playing a team that didn't. It's like you could come into it and just totally be mentally unprepared. But, I think our team, this game meant everything to us as far as preparing for the playoffs. And so, I just wanted to treat it like that because it's going to be really important moving in the next week, getting ready for Dallas, that we come into it with some good momentum. So I just try to get myself going. Like I said, just trying to respond when my number was called and making the most of the opportunity that I'm given.
Obviously, with single game elimination, it's a sense of urgency. Is that what you're trying to meet today so that you have that on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, you want to try to you want to go into a game like that feeling good. And I think that tonight was a great opportunity for us to position ourselves from an energy standpoint so that we can make sure that we carry that over into the next game.
Great. Thank you very much.
Annie from the Sun Times.
Diamond, what do you guys attribute the slow first half start to?
I mean, we were dealing with a lot in the beginning of the season, roster changes, injuries, players coming in from overseas. We had some new teammates, one really new one that we had to kind of get used to. So, it's just a lot of things that kind of you just got to adjust around. I can't say it's any one thing, but I guess that's what makes the season fun, is the teams that are able to respond to adversity. And then you get into this postseason and you see who's kind of got it figured out.
I'm sorry, I should have been more specific. I meant in tonight's game. What was, sorry, I wasn't very specific with that question.
Like I said, it was just one of those games. You're playing an Indiana team this was their last regular season game. You don't ever want to play down energetically, but trying to just be self-motivated tonight, I think maybe had something to do with it. When I came in, I told myself that I was just going to play hard and try to give as much energy as I could to my teammates. And I think that they ended up feeding off of it. So, regardless of the way the game started, I think that we figured it out pretty soon. So, I was proud of the way that we finished the game.
Definitely. You surged in the third quarter. What was different or what was said at halftime that maybe helped you find that rhythm, or as a team, you guys were able to find that rhythm offensively?
We just wanted to prove it to ourselves. Allie kind of came in at halftime and she's like, we owe it to ourselves to go out and play hard tonight, knowing that we have a tough Dallas team to play next week. She's like, don't worry about Indiana, just worry about us. And so I think that was kind of just the approach in the second half.
And then obviously Dallas's guards are going to be a big factor in Thursday's games. And tonight, Mitchell went off for 32. What did you guys learn from tonight's performance that's going to help you show up better Thursday?
I mean, when you're guarding a volume shooter like Kelsey Mitchell or Arike, you got to understand that they're gonna score points because just the amount of possessions that they have the ball in their hands, the amount of time they spend with the ball in their hands, and the amount of shots that they take. So you just can't get down on yourself. Those are great players. But what you want to do is try to just make them increase their volume so that their efficiency is low. So, I think that's how you guard someone like that. And then neutralize the rest of their teammates. So, I'm sure that'll be part of our approach next game. I mean, you got to really focus on Arike. She's a great scorer. She's a great player. But I think we got the pieces to be all right.
Thank you, Diamond.
Noah Wilkes.
Good evening, Diamond. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to ask you, 30 points tonight is I think you tied your career high. You said you worked your behind off this season. How good does it feel to head into the playoffs with a big game like this?
It feels good. It's kind of like it's like a subtle reminder that I'm still me, contrary to how I might have felt at times this season. So I think it's the perfect timing. I'm very confident moving into next game, and I think now my teammates feel good. I think that's the most important thing. Like everyone kind of rallied around my performance. And if it was just an energy booster for everyone else, then I did my job.
And heading into Thursday, I wouldn't say a lot of people have written you guys off, but a lot of people have questions about you guys being the championship contending team. Do you think going into Thursday and heading into the playoffs that since it's a new season, that you guys can remind people that the Chicago Sky is the championship contending team?
Yeah, I think that what people say is their own opinion, and they're completely entitled to that. We know what's already happened, and we know what we faced this past season. And we also know who we are and who we're capable of. The second half of the season is totally up to us what we want to be the outcome. And that's our focus, despite what, people have to say about it.
Thank you.
Michelle, Opal?
Yeah, Diamond, congrats on tonight and going back to the playoffs. You gave a really, I think, good rundown of the guards and what you have to do. I wonder just what your thoughts are on Dallas's post game, because it'll be a little different than the last time you faced them with Satu back. Izzy Harrison came back tonight. Can you kind of give us your thoughts on how you think that part of the game you guys will be able to to counter, if you will?
Yeah, they have really active post players. I think the biggest thing is going to be keeping them off the offensive boards, just keeping them off the glass in general. They run a lot of offense through their posts, a lot of elbow action, but you got to neutralize the guards. I think we can live with any of their post players, having a night if we can neutralize their guards. So you kind of got to pick your poison with a team like Dallas. They've got great players all around that are capable scorers and can impact the game. So, I don't know the game plan yet. I could be completely wrong. We might just go out there and I don't know, but we'll get to film and to the drawing board the next couple of days and we'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Just to follow up on you talking about being able to go into the playoffs. A year ago you were dealing with so many injuries and just such a difficulty. The how hard it was in the bubble. Just being able to be a year past that, what does that feel like for you individually and being such a big part of this team going into the postseason?
It's just been a blessing. The past year has really been a journey for me. And so, I'm really grateful to have had the opportunity to play this season and to feel myself kind of getting back to feeling 100%. Because I've just worked really hard for it. And so, I commend myself for being consistent and dedicated because it was really challenging and difficult. So, I'm proud of me.
Thanks. Good luck on Thursday.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will have Stu next. Thank you, Diamond. No, Wilkes.
Hey.
Hey, Stu, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I think you got to unmute.
Let me see. You hear me?
There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Hi, Stu, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Thursday you guys are going up against Dallas. What can you do in your role to limit Dallas's big on the rebounding end?
I mean, first of all, help the team on defense and giving them energy like they need on me.
And tonight you hit a couple threes. How good did that feel to see the ball from deep going for you?
I mean, it was good. It was feeling good, and so we was playing like a really good tempo, sharing the ball, all this kind of stuff. I mean, it felt good.
Thank you, Astou.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, Astou.
You're welcome. Bye.
Guys, have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.